Hello and welcome to another beer with Wraggy, and not quite a review. Uh, so not really feeling in the review mode of things, but I'm always good for a chat. And sometimes, I think chatting's probably better than just actually being serious about beer reviews. I am, however, going to have a bloody beer because as I need one. Another flipping freezing cold day today. Hey, we do some warm weather. I mean, I know it's January. But the end of January, which means February. See how I did that? Um, and then March, spring. So yeah, cut short last night because of the wife. But to be fair, when you're doing unlisted review beers, things, you've got to keep below about 18 minutes anyway. So probably a good thing. Nonetheless, so we're drinking the Crafty tonight, again from the £10 challenge that Scott set. And one will reciprocate the challenge and we'll, we'll do the same, but maybe at a different shop, obviously. Look at that. Hey. Now, if you've never drank this and you're a craft beer fan and you turn your nose up at traditional, let me tell you, this, yes, I know it's owned by Green King, and we've all got the Green King have got a reputation for some people. Not too impressed with what they did with my local Hardy and Anson's, but this is still a cracking beer, nonetheless. Oh, it's maltiness, divine maltiness. So yeah, like I said, cold day again today. Had a lovely roaring fire going this morning there. Made no difference to the stump I was trying to burn out. Thought I might be able to get it burnt out, but no, more chance of health reason ever. I don't think me and this stump burning's winning. I'm not winning. I like to win. It's all about winning in life, or at least trying to win. At the moment, it's I'm not. But fair play. So today at work, to be fair, I had a pretty decent day. There were parts, there was negativity strolled in, kept trying to drag me down, and I basically turned myself off and ignored. And do you know, sometimes I think you need to turn a corner, and still really anxious, but I still think that corner has been turned. I kept focused and been very busy today, and they certainly get the money's worth out of me, especially when I look around, you know. um, but anyway, yeah, the I'm splitting daffodils today, making new flower beds, new shrubberies with flowers in. And what we've got daffodils that have not been, they've been planted probably 20 odd years ago. And the clumps got ever so big. But to be fair, it needs splitting. And this is the thing with daffodils. After so long, they need splitting. They've got nowhere to move. So I'm digging these up and splitting them in groups of three so that you get a lovely uniform colour. And over the years, they will do the same as what I've just done. But in over the years, I won't give them monkeys because I've already completed what I wanted to complete, if you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, it's to be fair, it's gone really well, and it was after last week where where you hit a brick wall and then you bounce back, and it's like a road to recovery. And if people watching this can take anything from this, we all have glitches, and so by showing you that even I can have a glitch and bounce back, we can all do that. And it's not the case that I want to put all my life and details all over the internet, but it's a thing where I want others to see that you know, we're all on a bit of a journey, and you know, there's them days where it just feels like you're being absolutely given a right good kicking, and yeah, and it just goes to show you that you can bounce back. So I mentioned it yesterday. Made my mind up. I'm getting rid of the pinter. I'm not having it sat there taking up room. It was an experiment, not the cheapest experiment. I'm going to sell it for about 40 quid, I think. Reap some of my money back because it's in pretty much perfect condition anyway. And yeah, get some of my money back for it. And because yeah, it's got all the kit with it anyway, so it's worth it, and it's pretty spotless. And it's nice for somebody who wants to brew a few pints at a time. But for me, there's not enough goes in there for me. I need a 40 pint brew, and it's just something else collecting in the beer room. And so, as well as building all this that I'm going to build, that's another thing to offload and get rid of. And yeah, I want to get all my game systems back online. I haven't played games for a while, and you know, sometimes, you know, just having a playing Mario, something as daft as Super Mario, just playing that and getting back into it. You know, the most simple game sometimes can ease a weary mind, and it just takes your mind off some of the rigors of the day, and that is something that I need to sort out. But I also need to sort out music. You know, these blooming iPods, we've all bought them, haven't we? We've all probably got them lying around. We've been sorting out bedrooms, and I found eight of these chuffing things in all different, you know, ages. And then I've even got a little bush one as well. And yeah, it's good for playing music. So I need to get them charged up, find me charger, get some decent music. Oh, get some decent music on them. I broke that. And yeah, go from there. It broke. I don't know. I have no idea. So the summer is coming up, and like most people, after this god awful 2 years, it's been a funny old 2 years, hasn't it? Hey, it's not all been bad. COVID's not all been bad. It's just not been great for a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people have lost businesses. Yeah, that's not been great, or jobs, or you know, and obviously we're not out of the woods because this bloody energy thing. And I reckon personally that the Russians are to do with some of it. Uh, is it any wonder gas prices are going up and Russia control a lot of the gas in the world? We need to strip our independent. We need to strip our need for depending on the rest of the world. You you make it in this country, Britain and Ireland. You make it here, whatever we can make here, and we rely as little as we can on the rest of the world. By doing that, you stop the rest of the world dictating like prices, petrol, and all sorts of things. I mean, I wish we'd get involved with the Argentinians. No, the Falkland Islands. Yes, it's a bone of contention, especially for anybody who went over there. But if there's oil around those islands and petrol under the ocean, um, then getting that, and both us and Argentina becoming mega rich over it, and obviously not going to war again, that would be naughty. But you know, sometimes they've got to work together, aren't they? Can they work together? Yeah, that's another thing. So, Boris and his parties. And you know, I think it's all going to come crashing down on all them. Toffee. Bloody toffee. Lovely toffee flavour coming from this. Yeah, I think it's going to come down around their ankles. It's going to pull the pants down and give him a good slap on the bottom. Will he get away with it? Well, you look at Donald Trump. I mean, he got away with some ridiculous things. And although I still say this, that the rich will always do whatever they bloody want. They will always have parties. They didn't care about COVID. I know of some people, acquaintances we'll call them for want of a better word, that were meeting up in parks with wine, even in the middle of all this, when they were told no meeting up on parks. There they are, sat in the parks, wine in hand. And it's like, yeah. No, couldn't do it at their own houses for the fear of getting someone grassing them. But then the rich, with their mega acres of land, you know, who's watching? No one. Yeah, because it's not like a council estate where if there's 50 people go into one house, it's like, yeah, you bastards. But it's one rule for one and one rule for the other, and it always has been. Do as I say, don't do as I do. So anyway, yeah, another beer of Wraggy. So I'm enjoying this. It's nice. It's nice not to not do a focused review. Just have a drink of a beer. If people watch these, great. If they don't, well, that's it is what it is. Um, like most people, I'm looking forward to spring. I'm just looking forward to warmth, warmth. But I'm looking forward to the growing season. I'm looking forward to my hard work really starting to blossom. I this winter, and again, it's been a tough bloody winter, and I make it tough for myself because I want to push and push and push and push. I've learnt valuable lessons, both mentally and at work, but yeah, but it's coming along. I do hope people can hear me properly as well. I know there's been some issues with this fucking phone. Pardon my French. The speaker on the phone. I will go back to using the Chromebook, and I think the Chromebook will be my central device. As soon as I've got this beer room sorted out and move things around, and with spring coming up, all these bloody cushions that I've got in here will pee off into the hot tub room, which is a better room for them anyway, and it's not in here. But not until March. That can't happen until March. But I'm hoping this weekend to start this room, although I may have to repair the fence panels on the front garden because they is not good. Yeah, I've got one side that's on the piss. One of my fence posts has gone, and I really need to rebuild it and put a new fence up. Fences aren't cheap, you know. You're looking at 150 quid just for a few flipping panels. Hence why I use pallet, and and I just need to make sure that I put it up straight and use a spirit level. Yeah, you think it'd be simple, wouldn't you? Yeah, I guess so far along it's like, oh, sod the spirit level, and yeah, my own worst enemy. Hey, and yeah, it's all good fun. So, cheers, everyone. I'm going to start coming back with the reviews. Probably going to do one later. Probably stick to a two-a-day review. Can't see myself going back to any more than two a day. I may do a three, but in the short term, I'm not so sure that's going to happen. But on projects, homebrew projects, it's going to be an interesting time soon. Which is why I need to get this room rebuilt and reconfigured. Um, the bar area is going to be a bit bigger. It's going to push out a bit more and that, and get rid of some of the stuff in here. Get it back up the house where it belongs. Get all my wife's stuff out of my shed. Oh, all crafty. Oh, it's a pearl of a beer. It is. If you've never had it, you need to try it. It's warming, toffee, and malty, and it just goes down a treat. This is cold, freezing cold in here, and it's hitting the spot beautifully. Right, I suppose I'll better get back on the beer review bandwagon again and jump back in. Although I have got another beer that I've reviewed before, but I've reviewed it a long time ago. So yeah, and that's the end of these Tesco's beers. Cheers, Scott. It was a good idea. It's actually helped in some ways because I've been doing these unofficial Wraggy's tap rooms, because it is like a Wraggy's tap room, but not with interaction, of course. But yeah, great to see everyone commenting and that, and thank you for the, for the kind comments and that. And none of us are, none of us are infallible. We all have bad days, and we can all of a sudden hit a wall and not see an end to shit. And yeah, and if I can battle my way back out the shit to normality, then we all can, you know. And that's the only little message I'd like to give out. And there's a journey we're all on. And for those people who've watched this channel for the last couple of years, you know all about that journey. There were some severely dark moments around about this time 2 years ago. And 2 years already. Mad, isn't it? Mad. But it's amazing how events can destroy your life in some ways, or seriously damage it. In any case, thank you for everyone. Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining the channel, subscribing, commenting. Big apologies for everybody that I've not actually replied to. I've replied in my own brain, but it's getting out there and actually tapping it out. It's sometimes it's a bit difficult to reply in that way because it gets emotional. But in any case, cheers everyone, and let's hope that when there's a need for that to be reciprocated, that you can guarantee that I shall be there. I'm usually stronger than this, usually. Cheers everyone. See you soon. And beer review incoming.